Welcome to Martin's Institute of Teaching. In this video, we're going to be going over arrays, specifically integer arrays that are static. So I've already gone ahead and included the IO stream and using namespace st. So now I want to declare my array, and this is how we do it. First thing, since this is an integer array, I'm going to declare it as an integer. And then I'm going to give my integer a name, which is, I'm going to call it just number array. And then for arrays, you need to use square brackets. In here, right in here, this is where you're going to tell the computer how many elements you want in your array. An element, that just means just how many, I don't know, things or places you want inside of here, or how many variables you're going to stick in it. So I'm going to put 5 variables into it, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to declare what those variables are going to be. So the first variable, or the first value, or the first element, I'm going to declare it as 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've gone ahead and done that. I'm also going to declare another variable k, and you'll see why in a second. But before we keep going on here, I want to give you guys a little bit more info. First thing I want to give you is that the characteristics of arrays are collections of elements. All the elements in an array are of the same type. So if you have an array, if you declare it of integers, it needs to have integers, or of characters, it has to have characters. So and the last characteristic is all of the elements in an array form a complete set. So now let's go down here. Here, what I'm saying is I'm declaring this. Well, actually, I would have to put int here. So it would be, well, it's supposed to be a lowercase I, but whatever. Anyhow, you guys get the point. What I'm saying is this integer, or this array, I'm declaring it as an integer type. Or what I'm saying is that this array is going to hold integers. And I'm saying here that I want 5 elements. I want this array to have 5 elements. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all the elements that are in the array. The actual positions in the array, those are the index of the array. So this index position is 0 because all arrays start with the number 0. So the index number is 0. So here, these two lines are representing just a location in your computer's memory. And this right here is just one location of the memory. And this, the 1000 that I put here, it just represents, it could be any number, but what it represents is the actual physical address of this memory location. What happens is when you declare this number array, you're saying, okay, I want a number array of 5 elements. So the computer automatically goes inside and says, okay, I'm going to set aside this block of memory. This is one slot of memory, this is another, or this is one location, and its address is 1000. But when you type in a 0, well, not right now, but further along, you're going to access each of these locations in the memory, and when you access them is when you type in the index number into the array. So I know it might not make sense right now, but let's go ahead and get into it so you can see what I mean. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a for loop, and that's just so I can print out every single value in the number array. So I'm going to say for, and I'm going to initialize k equal to 0. Then I'm going to say so long as k is less than 5, because we have 5 elements in the array and I want to print out every element in the array. And now I'm going to say k++, and what that means is that I just want to increment the counter. So now we're just going to do cout, and I want it to go down one spot and in 8 spaces. So we're going to say the value in the array is, and then I'm just going to type in here number array, And now I'm going to type in K here because I want to type out every single element. So the way this is going to work is initially you're going to the code's going to come here, and then it's going to say I'm initializing K to equal to 0. Now it's going to say is K less than 5? Well, 0 is less than 5, so yes it is. So we're going to come down here and we're going to enter in 0 into the value of K here, and that is going to tell the computer go to the number array index 0 location. It's going to go there and it's going to get that value that's in that location, and then it's going to print it out to the screen. Then it's going to come back out over here. It's going to increment the counter K by 1. So now it's going to be is K will have the value of 1, so it's going to say is 1 less than 5, and yes it is. It's going to go ahead place 1 here. It's going to print out whatever value is at index location 1. So let's go ahead and run this. First I'm going to compile. Okay, so the build went ahead and succeeded. It compiled. Now I want to run this program. And there we go. So the value in the array is 1, the value in the array is 2, the value in the array is 3, and it's just going to go all the way to 5. And then we have press any key to continue, and that looks ugly, so I'm going to change it. And then it's just, oops, there you are. And the point of this is I just don't want it right next to my code, and that's it. Okay, so now we went ahead and I showed you how to print this out. Now let's say we want to enter in different values. So let's say I don't want 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. So now what I'm going to type in, I'm just going to add values or numbers. So now that's 1,000. I'll leave that one as 2. This will be how about 32, 45, and 59. So now if we print this out again, we're going to get these values instead of the previous ones. And there you go. You can see there's 1,000, 2, 32, 45, and 59. So there you go. That is how you create an array, an integer array with static values. These are the reason it's called static is because these values here, they don't change. I'm physically entering them in there, and the index of this array doesn't change. I set it to 5 and it's going to stay at 5 unless I change it. Okay, so I hope the video made sense and it helped you out. If you want to check out more videos, please go to my website, martinsinstituteofteaching.com. There's a link down below. And if you want to say thanks, you could always feel free to make a donation. Donations are very welcome, and any amount is totally great. So whatever you feel comfortable donating is fantastic. All right, well, once again, thank you very much for watching, and good luck in your classes.